Hi guys, so my name is Matthew, and since obviously this is my first video, what am I doing with my hand? I don't really know, but anyway, since this is my first video, I'm going to be doing stuff about me, but I'm not doing the stupid little 10 facts about me, like that's really annoying and boring, because no one cares. So I'm going to be doing awkward childhood experiences, because that's stuff about me, right? I hope. Yeah, so let's get started. Ow. Sorry, that hurt. Anyway, so story number uno. That's one, right? That's not. Yeah. Story number one. So once when I was a kid, like little, I was with my grandparent, my grandpa, and my sister, and we were going to like this pretty lake thing, and it was really pretty, and there was like grass and stuff, and it was fun. And since I was like 7 years old, I had to run around, like obviously, I'm like 7. And my grandpa was like, "Don't run down," because like the grass was like steep, and so he was like, I am loved. Sorry. I got a text. And since the grass was like steep, and I was told not to run down because I'd fall into the lake. And me being the idiot that I was like, "Ooh, let's run down!" And so I fell into the lake. And then I got my grandpa, and my sister pulled me out. And there was like a fish on my foot, and that's kind of probably really gross, so I don't remember it very well. But yeah, and then my grandpa freaking took myself to ice cream afterwards. Like, excuse me, I'm like soaking wet here. Let's go to ice cream. No, that's not a thing. So, yeah. So the next one, I was kind of 1 year old. Not kind of, I was 1 year old. 1 year old, not years. That's improper grammar. I was 1 year old, and I was in New York. I don't know where. But since I was 1 year old, and I was with my dad, my mom, and my sister, and we were in a deli in New York. I just said that like 4 times. I'm sorry. We were in New York. I just said it again. So we were in a deli, and we were waiting in line, I think. Oh no, sorry. I was sitting in, we were at a table, and I was in a high chair thing, and there's a guy sitting behind us, because that's what people do, and he's wearing a white business shirt, and since I was 1 year old, I had mustard on my hands. And I think you can probably tell where it goes, because I wiped my hands on his shirt. And he didn't notice then, but my parents and my sister, we left like immediately apparently, because he was wearing a white business shirt and now it has mustard all over it, probably getting ready to go to work. But I never got to know his reaction, and I really want to know his reaction. He probably got very mad and confused. How do you not feel a child touching your back? That's really weird. And so, yeah, that's the story of that. Yeah. So, when I was, like, again, 7 years old, I got these vampire things. And I thought it was, like, really cool because I was, like, came back and I'm like, that's real. What am I doing with my hand? I don't even know. I was, like, really cool, obviously, because I had vampire things. And so I'd go into stores and with the teeth on, the things. And I walked up to this little girl, and I bit her arm. And she started yelling for her mom. And so I ran away. I was like 7 years old though. But I don't think she was very pleased. I wouldn't be very pleased either. I don't really blame her for not being very pleased. And yeah, so that's the story of me biting random people with vampire things. So that really far. So, for this next one, I was young, and I kind of drank a bee. You're probably wondering, how on earth do you drink a bee? Well, today is the day you find out, because you learn something new every day. Sometimes. So, I was with some family friends, and my mom and my sister, and we were at Lake Pleasant, which is like this fancy lake place in Arizona, where I live. It's kind of really hot here. Anyway, we were at this lake, and there was like, we had Subway, because, you know, food is for good people, because I like to eat a lot, because eating is good for you. And I had a drink, because and there was like a bee in the straw, and I went to take a sip, and I put the straw to my mouth, and I was like, wait, and I take it out, and friggin' bees sitting there in the straw, just like friggin' owns the place. And it was really scary because I almost drank a bee, and it probably would have like stung me inside, and I would have been like cringing, and I would not have been a fun time. But yeah, and I was really scared. Also that day, my sister and my little family friend, like she was like I don't know, like 6 at the time. It was from a random wild donkey, and they just like walk right over to it, and it's probably gonna like kick them, but they don't care. I don't think it kicked them. I probably kind of wish it did. That'd be very funny, because I get to see my sister get kicked by a donkey. It was something within the vicinity of a donkey. I don't know what it was, but yeah. Okay, so for this last one, why do I keep spinning? I don't even know. So for this last one, I was in 3rd grade, and I was in 3rd grade. We had like chairs around the room, and it's not like we had like bean bags. What are they called? Like those big things, they're like bean bags that you like sit on, and they're like very comfy. I like them a lot. But you sit on them, and I was sitting on one doing my work, and I had a clipboard, so I was just like making my way downtown. I was just like, yeah, and I had a clipboard, and then it fell on my face, and I don't know if it was like my nose or my tooth, but I started bleeding really badly, and I didn't realize it. So I was like, hey, there's this girl next to me, I don't remember who it was, and I was like, hey, I tapped her, and I was like, I'm the devil, and then the blood started coming out, and like on my tooth. No, it was my tooth. Yeah, that's my tooth. And I was like, I'm the devil, and I smiled. Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, I'm the devil, and I smiled, and she got really scared, and I got sent to the nurse to like clean it up. It was very funny. But I was like, actually, it was probably just like, but I had blood. I was like, I was either saying I'm a demon or I'm a devil. I don't remember. It was one of those two, and that's what happened. It was probably very frightening. And yeah, those are my awkward childhood stories. That was really strange. I was like, awkward. Those are my awkward childhood stories. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment and subscribe and all that pretty stuff. And I will see you guys next Monday with a new video. Bye.